Ramai orang-orang Indonesia menganggap Banda Aceh itu sebagai serambi Mekah. Tapi apa dah jadi sangat memalukan, geng. Kita barusan tengok dengan mata kepala kita sendiri. Hai, halo geng. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Berjumpa kembali dengan saya, Zainal Story. Sebelum video ini saya mulai, gimana kabarnya kalian semua? Semoga semua yang menonton video ini baik-baik saja, dimurahkan rezekinya, selalu berpikiran yang positif dan dijauhkan dari mara bahaya oleh Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Islam di Indonesia ini cukup besar, geng, karena dari segi penduduknya itu rata-rata ataupun majoriti umat beragama Islam. Tapi dari soal adab dan juga kesopanan kita kalah jauh dengan negara jiran kita, Malaysia. Begitupun Banda Aceh. Ramai orang-orang Indonesia yang menganggap Banda Aceh itu adalah serambi Mekah. Tapi macam mana apa dah jadi apabila di Aceh yang dianggap sebagai serambi Mekah buat prostitusi macam ini?
Lu tahu gak, kemarin wali kota Banda Aceh menangis setelah mengetahui maraknya praktik open BO di wilayah kotanya sendiri. Jadi belakangan ini wali kota Banda Aceh Ibu Iliza Sadudin sedang gencar-gencarnya untuk terus memperkuat syariat Islam di kota Banda Aceh. Pada minggu kemarin, ia dan petugas daerah setempat melakukan penggerebekan di sebuah penginapan yang berdasarkan laporan warga setempat kerap menjadi tempat prostitusi. Dan benar saja, selama penggerebekan berlangsung, petugas menemukan banyak sekali alat kontrasepsi, minuman keras, dan juga 6 orang laki-laki dan perempuan non-muhrim yang sedang kumpul kebo. Dan setelah dilakukan interogasi, para pelaku juga mengaku bahwa mereka masih mempunyai banyak sekali teman yang seprofesi dan juga yang beroperasi aktif di wilayah Banda Aceh. Menanggapi hal demikian, Ibu Iliza mengatakan alasan terkuat mereka melakukan praktik ini adalah karena minimnya lapangan pekerjaan dan juga tekanan ekonomi. Namun ternyata hal ini mendapatkan kritik balik oleh netizen yang berharap jangan sampai kasus ini hanya ditanggapi dengan sekedar tangisan dan juga sekedar pemberantasan, melainkan juga harus dibarengi dengan upaya peningkatan sumber daya manusia dan juga penyediaan lapangan pekerjaan. Apalagi mengingat Aceh adalah daerah istimewa yang mempunyai hak otonomi khusus untuk mengelola hasil alamnya secara mandiri. Jadi, gimana menurut kalian?
Sungguh-sungguh sangat memalukan, geng. Kita barusan tengok dengan mata kepala kita sendiri. Yang melakukan itu orang Indonesia dengan orang Indonesia sendiri, sama-sama umat beragama Islam. Dari segi pakaiannya semuanya berhijab, tapi kelakuannya tak jauh dengan hewan. Astagfirullahaladzim, geng. Di Banda Aceh udah kena teguran dari Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, geng. Dulu di Banda Aceh itu ada tsunami besar-besaran. Itu apa sebetulnya? Itu adalah teguran dari Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala agar kita lebih bertaubat, mensucikan hati, mensucikan diri, agar kita boleh dekat dengan Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Tapi kini diulang lagi. Apakah orang-orang Aceh Indonesia ini suka apabila ada tsunami ataupun bencana yang besar-besaran lagi? Bukan saya mendoakan, tapi yang kejadian dulu yang seharusnya itu boleh menjadi pelajaran. Ini bukan soal tangisan, hanya karena dari segi ekonomi, geng. Dan Banda Aceh itu kalau di Malaysia itu namanya negeri ya, negeri yang cukup kaya dari sumber daya alamnya, geng. Bahkan kalau tak silap, Pertamina Indonesia dulu awalnya didirikan di Banda Aceh. Tapi macam mana rakyat Banda Aceh itu boleh sampai kelaparan, bahkan karena kurangnya lapangan pekerjaan rela menjual harga dirinya demi cuan dan untuk memuaskan nafsunya. Astagfirullahaladzim. Kita harus mencontoh dari negara-negara lain yang sering korang hina, yang sering korang hujat, yaitu Malaysia. Bahkan netizen-netizen Konoha pernah mengatakan Islam Malaysia itu didanai oleh kasino, katanya seperti itu. Sementara itu tak betul, itu adalah fitnah, itu hoax. Pada dasarnya, Islam di Malaysia ini jauh lebih beradab, bahkan menjadi sorotan-sorotan luar negara dari Arab Saudi dan negara-negara lainnya. Kalau orang masih kurang yakin ataupun macam mana Islam di Malaysia, kekuatan Islam di Malaysia menurut pengakuan-pengakuan orang sendiri yang tanpa disuruh, kita tengok video ini yang dibawakan oleh Ria Oktorina.
Oh sahabat semua, saya Ria Oktorina. Pernahkah kita bertanya pada diri sendiri, apa sebenarnya yang membuat sebuah negara Islam dihormati oleh dunia? Apakah karena jumlah penduduknya, kekayaannya, atau pengaruh politiknya? Hari ini saya ingin mengajak kita menengok sebuah fenomena menarik dari negara tetangga kita, Malaysia. Sebuah negara yang kini mulai mendapat pengakuan luas di kalangan dunia Islam, bahkan hingga ke negara-negara non-Muslim. Dan mungkin tanpa kita sadari, banyak sekali pelajaran berharga yang bisa kita ambil dari perjalanan mereka.
Did you know Malaysia is one of the most respected Islamic nations in the world? Here's why. Malaysia stands out because of its strong Islamic governance, legal system, and economy. Our leaders from different races and religions work together peacefully, while Islam remains the official religion with full freedom for others to practice theirs. We have one of the best halal certification systems, trusted by countries like Japan and Korea. Our Islamic banking system is a global model, and Tabung Haji's Hajj management is praised worldwide. Malaysia is also a hub for Islamic education, attracting students from all over the world. We're not perfect, but Alhamdulillah, we are admired globally.
Macam mana kita dapat status terbaik ni? Sebab pujian antarabangsa. Tak payah pergi jauh lah. Kalau kita pergi Mekah, Masya Allah, Malaysia. Kita berasa bangga lah, kan? Kita ada institusi keislaman yang agak utuh. Contohnya institusi halal, kewangan Islam. Pertama, saya ambil contoh institusi halal. Kita punya modul halal ni diguna pakai, boleh dikatakan banyak negara-negara bukan Islam. Contoh Jepun, China, Korea menggunakan sistem halal kita, sebab sistem halal kita antara yang terbaik di dunia. Dan jangan terkejut, sebut halal Malaysia ni ataupun halal JAKIM terutamanya antara sijil halal yang paling power dekat dunia, yang sangat dipercayai halalan tayyibannya itu.
Malaysia is one of the top countries yang Muslim countries punya lain-lain ni teringin nak pergi, teringin nak main Malaysia. Orang Basir daripada Palestin pun teringin nak main Malaysia. Kawan saya Saudi tu kan, kaya gila dekat Saudi rumah dia ada swimming pool besar, macam mansion lah. Biasanya rumah dia memang mansion. Tapi dia pun, dulu dia pernah kata dia nak kerja kat Malaysia. Dia pernah minta kat saya website lah untuk apply. Sebab di kita ni one of the Muslim progressive country lah bagi dia. So masa I buat country presentation, mereka semua macam wah interested gila nak tahu macam Malaysia gambar macam ni. Mereka tahu semua KLCC semua mereka tahu. Tapi tu TRX ada lagi lah kan. Lepas tu ada seorang kawan I ni French, dia suka tengok F1, dia sebut Petronas. I pula yang terkejut, macam mana you boleh tahu ingat kat tu Malaysia ni rupanya something big rupanya. Ada orang ni pula dah pernah dengar pasal Batu Kif. So macam masa I punya country presentation, I letak gambar Batu Kif. I tak pernah pergi. Time tu zaman macam visit Borneo, so nampak very green lah.
They just released the top 10 best halal-friendly destinations in 2025, so if you're a Muslim traveler, save this video. I was low-key trying to think of a funny joke, some witty comment, or some like deep analysis about this list, but honestly, it's a pretty standard list that I agree with. The only thing that stood out was Malaysia, because Malaysia is like 60 to 65% Muslim, so it being number one over these other countries which are like 90 to 99% Muslim was interesting. But as someone who has been to Kuala Lumpur, who has been to Malaysia, I do see Malaysia being one of the top halal friendly countries, just because as a Muslim there's so many halal options and so many beautiful mosques to visit in Malaysia. So yeah, let me know in the comments if y'all agree or disagree with this list. Let me know what you think is one of the top halal friendly destinations we should visit.
When my family come to visit me in Malaysia, my mom, she said, wow, they're women, they don't cook. Such a relief.
This is Lina from Yemen, and Lina has been living in Malaysia for how long?
Almost 6 years.
Is such a concept like Ramadan Bazaar in your country?
No.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have. That's what's the difference between Ramadan here and Ramadan in Middle East. In our culture, we should cook every day at home.
Oh, I see.
That's why when my family come to visit me in Malaysia, like they join 2 Ramadans here. They really enjoyed the bazaars.
Such anticipation
yes, like,
for
wow.
Iftar.
Like my mom, she said, wow, They're women, they don't cook.
Yeah.
Such a relief.
And yeah, the atmosphere at Ramadan Bazaar, it's amazing. Everyone is so smiley and positive.
Yes.
And then even though you are already at that starving point,
Yes.
everyone is so energetic.
Actually, one of the things in Malaysia, in my country, like before the iftar, the Maghrib, the Adhan, people, they started to become like very stressed and
tense.
But here, like the people here, they are relaxing all the day. You cannot feel that they are fasting, but they are. Of course.
Yeah.
Happy everywhere,
Oh wow.
day and night.
Yeah.
This place is ginormous. Malaysia is absolutely insane when it comes to the masjids. It's like it might be closed. Oh yeah, no, that's locked. We have to go around. Look at the size of this courtyard. Extends out the entire area. How stunning is that? Wow. It's almost Maghrib time. We're about to hear the adhan here, and I'm going to give you some shots of the inside. This place is massive. Just like the other masjid, they have a whole balcony on the top going all the way around. The architecture is absolutely peak. The National Masjid here in Malaysia is beautiful, but this is like I'm in some castle. One thing that I absolutely love about praying in Malaysia, after every single Isha prayer, they always recite Surah Mulk every single time. I got here before Maghrib, and now it's like 20 minutes past Isha. I swear it feels like I just got here. SubhanAllah, how beautiful this place is.
In one of my recent videos, I shared my love of the sound of the Islamic call to prayer and how I think it's a great shame that you don't hear it in more places across the UK. But of course, it's not just about the sound. To me, it's about the architecture, the beauty and the sense of community that mosques bring to an area that I think everybody, both Muslims and non-Muslims, can appreciate. Whether here or anywhere else in the world, they really do add to the richness of society. I absolutely love visiting the mosques here. I especially enjoy it on a busy Friday like today, seeing everybody emerging after the midday prayer and socialising outside before heading off to lunch. Whether it's the ornate and historical Grand Mosque or the captivatingly beautiful but much more modern India Mosque. So whether here in Malaysia, in the UK or anywhere else in the world, obviously mosques operate with the primary function of being places of worship for the Muslim community, but their presence also adds something special for the rest of us. Whether it's the beautiful architecture, the sense of peace they bring to a city, or how they remind us of the rich diversity within our communities.
Here is a small story how we took my best friend to the Maghrib Salat in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur. We've been coming to Malaysia for the past 5 years, and every time we go to the new city or new state here in Malaysia, we go to mosque. And there are a couple of reasons for that. The first one, definitely you can pray in peace with your brothers and sisters. The second one is about the vibes, about the architecture, about the ambience inside. So each mosque in Malaysia has a unique ambience. So when my best friends arrived to Kuala Lumpur, and can you imagine, guys, I haven't seen him for 2 years, I told him we must do it, alright? We must go to mosque. I'm gonna show you something beautiful. So when he mentioned talking to me, he said, well, first, mosques are full. Even in a lot of Arab countries, you cannot find full mosques on each prayer, okay? But it's not the case in Malaysia. Second of all, he mentioned that he felt very welcome. People were nice, trying to help, and they were very hospitable. And the third thing he said, it's very easy. Unlike some other countries where mosques have some restrictions, some rules, and actually not everyone can go inside. So all in all, it was a very great experience, and I'm happy that my friend loved mosques in Malaysia.
After your first prayer? Very good. In Kuala Lumpur Mosque? Yes, I love it.
So what do you guys think? Have you ever seen anything special about mosques in Malaysia? Do you like it so far? Did you see the difference with other countries?
I think it's actually a great shame that the call to prayer is not allowed in the UK, because honestly, this is one of my favourite sounds in the entire world. Even as a non-Muslim and somebody that speaks not one single word of Arabic, I have no idea what the words are that are being said, but the sound is absolutely beautiful. It brings me peace. I love to hear it. Don't get me wrong, I love a church bell as well, and what I like here is that you get both. But just hearing this, especially at this time of night when the sun has just gone down and sort of city lights are all starting to light up, it's beautiful. It's just so calming, serene. It's like food for the soul. I absolutely love to hear it. In fact, it was always my favourite thing, even back when I lived in Langkawi, was listening to the call to prayer in the evening, because from where we were, I could look out over the jungle and I could hear the calls to prayer sort of drifting over the island. It was absolutely stunning. If it were up to me, you'd be able to hear this everywhere in the world. I absolutely love it.
Let me show you my favorite mosques in Malaysia. It's the first mosque we visited in Malaysia back in 2019. It will always stay in my heart. Putra Mosque, constructed with rose-tinted granite, is a must-see. Here we received a unique welcoming at the end of holy month of Ramadan. This mosque has an ancient history. It is imbued with unique architecture, design, and culture. This mosque in Georgetown, Penang is the closest to nature. Especially here, we felt a strong, inexplicable connection with Allah. One of the most popular mosques in Kuala Lumpur. There is no question why. A place with faithful people with a big heart. Here we spent the best Eid al-Adha in our life. We shared faith, love, and hope.
Eid Mubarak Saeed.
Malaysia, alhamdulillah. Malaysia is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful country. I've had the privilege of living in a few different countries in my life, and Malaysia, love Malaysia. Why Malaysia? I believe that the people are what make Malaysia great. Yeah. The people here are so chilled. They're respectful. They're friendly. They're helpful. They have good manners. They have, they have good manners. They're willing to help. 3 best Malaysian food. Okay, so let's go. You can't go past roti canai, right? You can. That's a staple here. Nasi lemak, obviously. Mirabus. Nasi goreng kompang. What else? There's so many. The food here is amazing. Another reason for Malaysia. And yeah, I can freely be who I am and be myself. Satay or satay.
Yo, Malaysia, you know what I love about you guys? Is you guys are respectful. No matter whether you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, whatever religion you are, or if you don't have a religion, anything is all good over here because you guys are diverse and I love it. But most importantly, you guys all respect each other regardless of your opinions. It's amazing. I could easily live here. It's just a shame it's difficult to get a long-term visa, but I love it here. I'm going to be sad when I leave. Peace out.
So I mentioned this to you today because this is the thing that stood out for me most on this lecture tour of Malaysia that I just returned from. The adab of the people. More than perhaps any other society or place I visited. Their impeccable adab that they have displayed, that they live, that comes natural for them. And if any one of you have visited Malaysia, you would notice this. It's not something that they put on, pretend and show. No, it comes natural for them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them with good adab.
According to me, amongst all the democratic Muslim countries in the world, I say Malaysia is the best democratic Muslim country in the world. There are countries, most of the Muslim countries don't allow, I agree. But Malaysia is the best. It is the country which, mashallah, promotes the Muslim to do dawah. Malaysia is a country where if you want to have food, the halal certification of Malaysia is more strict even than Saudi Arabia. How can you say that, brother? In Malaysia, the mosques are controlled by the government. How can you say that? I think you may be having a misconception.
Malaysia saat ini mulai dikenal sebagai salah satu negara Islam yang paling dihormati di dunia. Bukan karena ingin menonjol, tapi karena konsistensinya dalam membangun sistem pemerintahan dan masyarakat yang harmonis serta stabil. Islam tetap menjadi agama resmi di Malaysia, tapi yang menarik, rakyat dari agama lain diberi ruang dan kebebasan penuh untuk menjalankan kepercayaan mereka.
Dari sini juga kita sudah nampak jelas beberapa ulama-ulama, bahkan orang biasa pun ada juga orang yang non-muslim mengatakan Malaysia itu Islamnya is the best. Dari sini apakah kita malu yang selalu mengaku Islam Indonesia ini terbaik, terbesar se-Asia, tapi faktanya kita nama Islam di Indonesia dicoreng dengan hal yang seperti macam di Aceh tersebut. Saya sebagai orang Islam, saya merasa malu dan kita harus mencontoh dari hal-hal yang positif dari negara jiran. Kenapa saya harus selalunya mengambil contoh dari Malaysia? Karena menurut saya Malaysia itu masih banyak yang kita ambil hal-hal positif dari sana, geng, yang belum kita terapkan di negara kita. Kalau menurut kalian dalam menanggapi video-video macam ini, apa tanggapan korang? Terutama khusus untuk orang Islam. Apakah Anda bangga ataupun malu? Silakan tulis di kolom komentar. Debat boleh, tapi jangan sampai begaduh. Oke? Sekian, terima kasih dari saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.